You know, take 24 hours, you don't put calls. Song don't reach to Baba. I don't hear news say to Baba wife they house a cry as she hear the song. And then from there I got an invitation from 2Face to meet him somewhere in Ikeja where he was rehearsing. From there and I started begin get 2Face support, and immediately I was automatically billed to perform at the Buck Wild and Breathless in Echo Hotel.
Good to have you today. My name is Elvis Vitalis. If you like, you could call me the vibe of the airwaves. And yes, this is Tepoctv. And on this particular segment of the Artist Spot Show, I have with me an amazing creative who happens to be one with a style and a difference. Now, this particular creatives some time ago had a song. This song blew up all the way from the city of Port Harcourt to the mainstream. Now, your faves, such as 2Face Idibia, happened to reach out. This is no gimmicks, this is real, it happened. Reach out to this creative and was so happy that this creative could honor him with his sound, his craft, and in fact, it was a letter to Tsubaba. That was the title of a song. And this song changed a lot for this creative. Before then, this creative was known in Port Harcourt. And after then, the creative kept flourishing. Ladies and gentlemen, permit me to make welcome the man them I call Mi2 Ozagaga of Port Harcourt. It's a pleasure having you, Chip.
I'm so honored to be here, man.
Yeah. You look good. You look stunning.
Oh shit, I have no choice like this. So repping PH to the world. We got sharp.
Can artists in Port Harcourt look this teased up? I need to whine you. Nah, it's real.
They say they wind me my waist for all the shake like this. Like for the...
Nah. This ain't agege, bro. This ain't no.
No geisha play.
Nah, please. You're straight.
All love, man.
You're straight. That's what's up. It's a pleasure having you here, Chief.
Man, it's an honor, man.
I really, I wish two hands.
It's an honor to be
Because
here.
I have been hearing you from way back secondary school. So
Yeah.
sitting with a legend means a lot. It really means a lot.
It's an honor.
So let's dive into today's discussion, because there's like a lot for us to talk about today. Ranging from music, relationships, personal, life, and events, Port Harcourt in general, event organizers.
Yeah.
We need to call everybody who is involved. Everybody we fuck up. We have to straighten everything now. You understand? It is now or never. You feel me?
Yeah.
So now moving forward to the first question. How have you been?
As you can see, very fine. You just confessed now. Say Port Harcourt artists go fish sharp like this. Yeah. So the ones where they rep the world, they sharp. So I've been doing good.
Yeah.
I've been doing good.
Yeah.
God's been faithful.
Yeah. So you've been an artist with a difference. That is what I've known you for.
Wow.
Even before the Tsubaba, story and everything came up into fusion, you have been keeping it real 100, right? But is it safe to say that if Tsubaba was not in the picture, Mi2 would have been limited?
Okay. Before Tsubaba, I had a very big song, Same Girl, in 2010. In fact, it was a global song. You understand? So Mi2 Ozagaga already did before Tsubaba now. Whatever is happening between me and Tsubaba is an addition. Of course, someone who is joining in this industry, they're bound to experience plenty things. So I'm Mi2 Ozagaga without anybody.
True. And also, speaking of the Same Girl that you sang, it was sounding like it was a mashup.
Yeah.
A mashup.
A creative mashup.
Mashup, right? And back then you had a couple of songs together.
Yeah.
And years after, say 1, 2, 3 years later, right? You had that of 2Face.
No.
You had later to 2Face.
Letter to Same Girl was in 2010, 2011.
Okay.
And then Letter to Tsubaba was in 2017.
Okay, so it was like after 6
7 years. Yes. But before then, I had other songs.
Other songs.
Yeah, I released Dance, a song called Dance.
Okay.
I had Yawomi, which was shot by Adasakuki. Before Letter to Tsubaba. And I just say, been the follow up.
Then I was still in secondary school, remember?
Ah, okay. Your WAEC, take your okay.
Why me, yo? Now, looking at that, you know, is it safe to say that you understand the strategy game? Which means until you either do a mashup or you do a write-up as a letter, which
Yeah.
is a love letter to any artist,
Yeah.
you wouldn't get out there.
Well, first of all, whatever you might or whatever way you might see it, it's cool because every style is
It's
a
strategy.
brand. Every pattern is you have to go through a line of creativity to be able to create whatever. So, if not the letter way, that means I dey create and well.
So we should be expecting a letter to our president.
Later to you, Seth.
No, channel it to our president. You should be writing a letter to our president.
I'm not an advocate for Nigeria.
Oh, you're not very dark man.
I'm
But you're MI2.
very MI2 man.
Now, you see, looking up, going further, you also, have a name, MI2.
Yeah.
So is it safe to say that the name was coined from MI1?
You see, what a coincidence. Thank God. I'm happy I'm going to talk about this today. Well, my birth name is Miebaka. It's an Okrika name.
Yeah.
And then it's spelled Miebaka. So the first two letters of my birth name is Mi. And then from that Mi, I got a pet name when I was small, Mimi. And then from Mimi, I thought that instead of me to do Mimi, make an MI2. It's a very simple.
So when did you start bearing MI2? Was it after MI has already been in existence, or it's been before MI?
First of all, I think I professionally released an album before MI. My first album was in 2007 under Danko Music. Immediately after Sky B was bought, Timaya was bought, Bracket was bought, then Bracket was complete, 3 of them.
Yeah.
2007, that's when I professionally released my first album under a professional company, Danko Music. We don't release many other stars from this our town.
Yeah.
MI didn't have an album then.
Yeah.
You understand?
So is it safe to say that you should be the MI1 and he should be the MI2?
He could be anything. He could be MI0, MI1. I am MI2. Now, so you
just chose to go for 2 other than 1.
Yeah, in fact, I'm giving you 3. Sir.
I don't want to. My name doesn't start with M.
Okay.
Yeah, it's E. So you can call me.
Just like MI's name doesn't start with M. MI's name is Judah Baga.
Yeah.
So where you want the first the M, the
okay, so you're the rightful owner of the name.
Oh, you confess.
Right. No, it's a question. I'm asking. Are you the rightful owner of the name?
Are you confessing or you're asking?
I'm not asking. I'm not confessing. I'm only asking you a question.
At this point, it's very safe to say I am the owner of the name Mi2 Ozagaga.
So whoever.
When you add that Ozagaga,
it changes everything, right? All right. Whether there's an Ozagaga or not, please take this information home. We have MI before MI. But it's both similarities you guys share in common is, you guys are pretty,
Don't say we're short. I
never said anything.
I even thought past you.
I never said anything. Thank God you just, you confess that now.
MI our Baba rapper. Now only short to fit relate to him now.
You see? And you almost, I would have said you look like him because you're dark, but let's leave that for another conversation on another day. So moving forward to, the music scene, what happened at the time when you after the release of the later to 2Face, it seemed like you were piped down low a bit. You get, was it probably because, I'm just asking, could it be because of a label issue? Because you talked about, getting into Danko music, and at the time you never talked about it again.
Okay, first of all, I like the question. Nobody has ever asked me of my former label and my label experiences. Well, I was with Asabuja Entertainment, which happened to be a family company.
Wait, a family like your biological family, or it's
let me say
that have been showing you love, you feel you could call family?
Well, I would say biological, mathematical, geographical, social, any subject we will learn for primary school, because biology is now one of our secondary school. So, well, family. I wouldn't explain much.
Okay.
After my contract expired with Asabuja Entertainment, I thought that it was due time for me to run my own company.
Mm.
You know, run my own company and use my experiences. My um the connections I have. So putting those things together didn't really. It wasn't really easy, and then I needed to concentrate and make sure everything was running. That was why it was like there was a little silence. But then silence not been 2 days now. I did go show. Meet me for shows some time ago. I did go shows. I did involve. I did do my business. I did active. So that's it.
So it was basically just you going to shows at the time. It wasn't like you were dropping songs at the
No, no,
time.
no, 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 no. I wasn't dropping. After that, I wasn't dropping. I waited for a while because I wanted to make sure that the album was good enough, and it needed time and concentration.
So speaking about, let's go back memory lane a bit.
Yeah.
Speaking about the time when you were the wave of the moment, everybody wanted to be like, there is Mi2. Damn, after that song with 2Face, we need to have him in our event.
Ooh.
After that period, what was the feeling like? Having to have an African figure who happens to be 2Face at the time, reckoning with you on that song. What was it like? What was that feeling like?
First of all, I think 2Face is a world figure.
Yeah.
Representing Africa. See, the feeling is unexplainable. I wish I could express it in melodies. Omo, who no go happy say legend Bozam? You understand me? You don't put in effort, you don't learn your craft, you don't study, you don't learn this key, that key,
So
practice.
what was like when you did the song? Were you the one that reached out to him, or he reached out to you first and was like, "Bro, you don't shake my leg"?
First of all, when I released the song, I was opportuned. In fact, I was privileged to have people who were very close to him listen to the song. So those people now first come they seek. Say, no, Baba Ga see this thing. Baba Ga see. One of them is Mr. Henry Wednesday, the owner Alabotubo, the owner of Hypodrome Music. I think the guy that bought 2Face's Unstoppable album. Then, you understand, Alaba Market. He was the first person that heard it. The guy no fit rest. Take 24 hours. He don't put calls. Song don't reach to Baba. I don't hear news say to Baba wife they house they cry as she hear the song.
Wow.
And then from there, I got an invitation from 2Face to meet him somewhere in Ikeja where he was rehearsing for one of his concerts back then, Buck Wild and Breathless. And then
Yeah.
And
I
then
remember.
and then I was there at the rehearsals. That was the first time I met Mi.
We are coming to that.
Yeah,
No jumping enter that story. No trying.
I know jump. Mi2, no jumping. You're not a jumping. Mi2, no jumping. You're not a jumping.
Who they go?
And then I was invited.
Okay.
I mean, I felt, in fact, I don't know how I feel when I entered, and then 2Face was cutting his hair while he was rehearsing. A place like this. And then no more. The next thing I heard, they go whisper to him and say, Mi2, if you see this shout. The first thing he said is, "At the very say I meet you today with camera no plenty for you." Yeah, this is my reaction. He hugged me, took me to a separate room instantly. We just begin to talk. Me and that in guy, we begin to talk. From there, and that's how I begin get 2Face support. And immediately I was automatically built to perform at the Buck Wild and Breathless in Echo Hotel. Wow. That was how our relationship started. Ever since, man. Wow. Baba don't dey nice to me. Wow. One of his birthdays, I just day house like this. He call, "How are you?" I say, "Fine." I say, "Baba, happy birthday." Now me supposed to call you, wish you. He say, "No, we just think of you today, and the song then they play. Send me your Azameka, I show you small
on his birthday."
On his
own
my
birthday. God.
Me, I can't look, say, I be orphanage. Say birthday. Celebrities they like go give orphanages things. So this one when they just call me, come they calculate my mama and my papa don't die. One more, that's how he sent me about 1.5 million naira.
Damn.
And then in business, he has given me businesses up to 1.5 million to 2 million naira. 2Face never give me money, don't reach 3 million, 4 million. You see? So that was how, our relationship started. But it was after the song. But before then, I had loved 2Face to the bone. If you listen, my same girl, I said, for example, she tripped to Baba too much, so they call her. In short Aboki, That song when I and
yeah.
MI Short Abuki also mentioned too. Baba said, I want to be humble like too, Baba. So no be today where I don't dey follow him, so
Wow, this is a beautiful journey. This is a beautiful experience. This is,
yeah,
this is like the shoe you're in is a shoe that any artist from the South would
yeah.
actually want to kill
You see, I
for
even
people.
had a live interview with him.
Oh.
You understand? It was a live interview with him under a brand. I wouldn't want to mention anybody's brand on the podcast. Under a brand that he's an ambassador to.
Okay.
That's why I asked the house to then call me from Italy. Hello, white people. Hello, two Baba. The brand wanted 5 promising artists from Nigeria who are promising. And then 2Face put my name.
Hey, this is big.
They paid me from South Africa, from Italy. You see, from that company, and it was amazing, And he'd already promised me, say we will soon do our collabos, It's just that he doesn't want me to do a song and send to him. He wants us to
Both of you
be
to
in
be in the
studio
studio and do it
together.
Yeah.
You understand? So I'm also waiting for that. So there are a
So
lot, man.
you also have events coming up, because I feel like most of these persons, they usually would like to show this love in public where people would really know that it's original, it's genuine.
Yeah.
I believe you have plans for your events.
Yes, of
coming
course.
up pretty soon.
I have an album out.
Okay.
And then of course I have to bring these songs to the fans, perform them live to them. You understand? So there I have not tour now. You understand? One tour around the whole world. You understand? One tour around the whole world. Badly. One of my biggest plan now is to get to London. Do a BBC One Extra radio interview, and they just boss everywhere. So like we have a lot coming. You understand?
Now, speaking of which, before we go further, let's go back a bit again. You said, Bas, you met 2Face and the Barbering Saloon. You had to meet also. You met MI as well.
Yes, rehearsals.
Okay, it was at the rehearsals. You met MI.
Yes.
So, what was the connection and everything was? Because I knew you go funny die.
2Face now, 2Face funny.
I can tell.
2Face laughs, eh? MI2, MI. That kind of vibe. And then no feud now. MI was like, wow, man, hugged me. I respect him now.
Yeah.
Hugged me, man. Guy, you're talented. Oh, more that song. Shut up. Nice one. And then we took a picture. And that was it. Everybody just rehearsed, do it till one do.
Yeah.
We move,
Yeah. This is really legendary. I mean, I can now imagine if it was, currently when there is like iPhones, there's Instagram.
Swear. Like you just made me feel some kind of way now. That particular day, the reason why I didn't have a very concrete picture with MI was because then I had a bad phone.
I can tell.
See, we dey struggle for street. Can't reach that level. I say, oh God, why I no get better phone? But I don't dare, and I'm I don't dare. That was the reason why that picture didn't really go viral, because it wasn't a clear picture. At time, person they sweat, they hustle now.
Maybe now everywhere don't you steal for men, you get.
Well, even rice don't join. No, be just steal self.
Right. So moving forward, did you eventually get nominated for any particular award because of that song, or because of any of your song at all?
Yes. First of all, man, I need to work on myself. I'm this kind of person. I just feel like there's no award that will really, really, really explain, the whatever we put into our work.
Okay.
You understand? So I've never been an award person. And me, I'm not a fan of going to award people to look for space to be awarded. I just feel like, man, if really they award you now, say you what time, you see, I know be like say they run. So basically, I never submit song for any award before. So I don't know. Maybe in the future we'll go.
Right.
We'll run.
Now I can tell, people like this that would always want to cry. Before you go know Headies, when Headies drop list, you don't see your name there, go be like, boy, say no.
No. But this 2025, we they go all out.
Yeah. You better be.
They go all out.
Go all out.
All
very,
out.
very important.
All out. That's why I'm in Tepoctv now.
Don't they win us?
I mean Tepoctv now all in. Tepoctv now all out now.
I swear. Yeah. So now around the the community.
Yeah.
right here in Port Harcourt. A lot of creative has actually spread up from this community,
Yeah.
honestly, and from here to the global face, not just holding it down to Africa and Nigeria
Yeah.
alone. It's up there.
Global. Yeah.
So, what is your take on on that perspective? Because to so many other creatives, they feel like there's lesser hope here
Okay.
compared to what is outside.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, okay.
Because if you could actually, do a song, there's so many persons that have actually done a song for so many creatives, so
Yeah.
many A-listers, and they never got any response.
Yeah.
But in your case, it was in You should not be not cricker. It was in Port Harcourt River State. You had the song, and it blew you to 2Face. And after that, that was like your success story kept multiplying in different folds. You
Yeah.
had people call you from Italy for gigs,
Yeah.
so many events here and there and everything, and you were paid. Even on 2Face's birthday, instead of you to do the gift, he was the one gifting you on his
Walai.
birthday. That's like a
Walai.
lot. So, do you feel like there's something you're doing extra? We don't know. I be put hands somewhere. I don't know. I don't really talk
I
anything.
better go. My name no dey just love at least. Um. Now all hard work, man, with
Yeah.
and the help of God,
Yeah.
supernatural.
Mm.
Well, first of all, I will say, man, the South is blessed,
Mm.
and Port Harcourt especially is blessed with creatives. You understand? And then something inspired me.
Yeah.
Duncan is global.
Mm.
Timaya is global. We have Omale, we have Wonder Banting, Idahams, a lot of them. Now, let me go from the early days in Port Harcourt. Before 27, we were almost about to be like Lagos.
Yes.
Because we all sold our album in Rumokoro here. And then all the marketers in Alaba Market had their branch offices in Rumokoro. Because then Sky B don't go global. Timaya don't enter. Chimoni. This one don't, and Adanko Music on the buy all. Omo, Tijo say, and then my road manager then was even one of the agents for those marketers looking for shop spaces for them because everybody won't come here and I realize, Omo, my year now will go fit buy people. And I also sold my album in Rumokoro. I was paid my first 1 million naira in 27 from Danko Music. It was paid to me in Rumokoro, Safari Hotel.
Wow.
That's where they paid me that money. Do you understand? So the issue is when the militancy thing started, everybody run because the place no come good for business. Now waiting change
kidnapping and all that.
Nothing. We had the perfect industry. See, I used to be with Sky B here in Port Harcourt. We'll be at Rose Rock Studio. Sky B go there here, they go Spain. You go there with Sky B, now you no go reach 2 hours. In the flight, they go London. Event. Duncan Mighty from Port Harcourt here has toured Spain, Switzerland, where Duncan Mighty never travel go. You understand? We still have other artists doing so. So it was an amazing industry. What changed it was the restiveness, the militancy.
It wasn't really the fault of the government,
Nothing. The industry was amazing. See, Danko bought Chimoni. I don't know if you know Chimoni. My mama, oh,
I remember yesterday.
You understand? I had the remix of that song with him. He featured me on the remix. It was a big song.
Yeah.
No, he go Lagos, so anywhere he go for this world, they play him. And everybody ran that deal. Rumokoro here, no other player, no they go far. Rumokoro. We still had some that did theirs in my one. So the industry was business-wise, it was 100. But as the starts,
everybody begin to save their head.
You understand? Now we think they shake us rich now. Because what makes a big industry is not just the creatives. You need national TVs. You understand? Imagine that you have Hip TV here in Port Harcourt in Garrison. You don't need much. All you need is like 500 for you to pay normal transport to go reach the office. Find way pitch your song.
Yeah.
But now you have to travel 1,000 miles to do that.
Logistics, accommodation.
So
everything.
That was what changed the industry.
Wow. Honestly, yeah, I'm pretty shocked because I've heard here a lot of legends in Port Harcourt on this same set who had to let us into their own part of the story about what really transpired and changed the industry.
Yeah.
And a lot of them would want to blame it on the government failing to invest You get? But I was of the same opinion that if you blame the government, there was also a time we had Canary. You understand? It was still the
Yes.
government supporting
Yes. And
entertainment.
Canny
So
Reef
what
was
happened?
very beneficial to all of
Yeah.
us. Yeah, 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 yeah.
So it was the government did their part. Do you understand?
The government did. It wasn't really the
The
government.
government,
Yes.
yeah.
I think that was what caused it. Because then we had Ududu Awards. Like Port Harcourt was banging. You understand? Investors were
In because then the Star normally had their. It was through Star that Burna Boy had one of his ever first events here in
yeah.
Port Harcourt. You know, there was street fair.
Yes.
There were a lot of gigs
A
here and
lot.
there.
Airtel
Street
was
carnivals would
coming.
want to do. They would try at least those three streets go gather money, give one artist, make one bring this artist come for us. It was fun. You know, beach
So,
carnivals here in various communities and all whatnot. But today it's different.
yes, I think that was what changed everything because I'm on my first music money now. This I no go any 1 million naira Danko paid me. Imagine in 2007 they pay you 1 million
So
for
Danko
music.
currently now is either moved to Lagos or he's
No, he was in Lagos.
okay.
He only now had a branch in Port Harcourt
Oh.
because all the artists that were generating revenues for him was from Port Harcourt. You see, all the artists. Do you know that Bracket had to come from Enugu to even sign their deal here in Port Harcourt? When Bracket was complete, the three of them, that song was Happy Day. I'm Choro Happy Day. Oh, I'm Choro Happy Day. Ife was under Danko music. You know, so Port Harcourt being don't rise. Yeah, but
This is wow. This is wow. So looking at what
but you didn't know.
bro, I had an idea, but never I didn't hear this part of the story like this. You know,
Sure.
I'm still very shocked till like now. Do you understand? But looking at what we have currently, do you feel there's still hope for creatives here in Port Harcourt?
Papa.
And also, do you feel like the ones that have actually experienced the glamour of Port Harcourt are actually not really assisting the ones coming up? Because I've heard complaints of creatives who'll be like, you know, I tried reaching out to so artists.
And he didn't.
You know, he did not want to look my way. He only promised he's going to probably give me a verse, and I never got a verse. I tried to call up this particular artist to my own album listening. They know. They told me I should pay them a million figures, of which I don't even have. But I promised to. I want to give him this amount. He only turned it down and told me to go and work. You know, do you feel with all of this happening that the city there's love exactly in the city?
Well, I will speak from my own experience, from my own angle. First of all, anybody we call the senior artist, the artist no turn up, me no vex. Because that artist get another artist where they turn and down. Think and smaller. Me, Mi2. Maybe everybody has been complaining. 2Baba supposed to do song with you. Supposed to, no send. I guess they patient. I guess wait for that collabo. How I want to do am, I want begin cause our man come tip up now when they complain. No, because he himself na artist to way they arrange your own career. You understand? You just need to be patient because for me, time, they work everything. You know, for us. And you no need to too vex. Then secondly, to the senior colleagues, you know, I want Moku learn how we support each other. Because this industry needs to really, really be together. You know, there's love, but I would say the percentage isn't too high. You understand? And the ones who have is just a few group of artists who are, you know, strongly connected. You understand? So I wouldn't say there's no love, and I won't say that anymore because I decided that I wasn't going to be negative to my industry. So we are working on it. You understand? We are working on it. But basically, all the people don't call me, they try, they support the ones that have peace support. So I don't follow for this question.
You don't minus yourself. Minus C plus them. I saw what you did there. I saw it clearly.
I saw what you did there.
Pretty good, pretty good. All right, so let's talk about you. Let's talk about you. You know, you're among some of the artists that it's always free from scandals. I mean, right here in Port Harcourt, Port Harcourt artists, they are so good in one thing. They know how to keep their personal life behind social media
Yeah,
and just front their celebrity lifestyle
of
in front.
course.
And you happen to be one of those that particular artist. I can't even tell you if you're married, if you're single, if you've got kids. I never heard say you molest, you rape. I never heard any of those negative news about you.
Yeah.
And it's one thing I would really applaud you for because it's not easy. I mean, being a celebrity, girls always want to throw themselves at you.
Yeah.
You want to be getting shitty text messages and all of those things that want to like demoralize you as a man.
Yeah.
You know, make you probably feel like now so you cheap rich,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but you're still holding your cool and still being you. But how does it really feel that let's assume you're in a relationship? I want to believe you're in a relationship. How do you tend to keep it together?
First of all, I need a carry relationship for head.
Oh.
I know say the girls them go the yara the best. Realness over hype. First of all, man, as an entertainer and artist who I be, I want use relationship for head they do. And I need to be fulfilled. You understand? Because if I know they fulfilled, now fulfillment I go to give somebody who I want to make a part of my life. You understand? So man, for now, the biggest relationship is the music. The music now be the biggest relationship, and then the children who they create now be the songs. So so relationship wise, mama, Mi2 is in love with music.
So in a situation where the girl has to like
But I have a girlfriend anyway. I have a girlfriend.
Now, shout out to her.
Me Port Harcourt people know call they tell me say Mi2 which kind lamba be this.
Oh my goodness, this is very good. And talking about your project you just released,
Yeah.
you know, it's amazing and has the body of work is everything. It's everything. I don't know if you've not checked it out, you better go check it out.
Please.
What was the inspiration around it?
Man, my whole life experiences. You know, I'm a person who I would say my life story is an emotional one. It's an emotional one. An emotional one. But I wouldn't want to start them. So I had to put all these emotions together, all these experiences together, and then, you know,
release it,
express it in you know those songs. That's the reason why the body of work is called life, because it's an is a collection of experiences. Yes, real life experiences.
Wow.
You know, just like I told you, you asked me earlier, say why love song not inside the album. You understand? You know, my songs are real. They come from the soul, and Letter to Two Baba is a proof to that. So it's
emotional.
Yeah, it's impossible for me to sing about falling in love with someone when I'm not really in it. You see, that's the issue with me. My first album, my second album had lots of love songs in them because then one woman they were the me. But this, you know, unfortunately, when I was putting this body of work together, I wasn't in any relationship. So no way for love songs to come. I no feel lie. I no feel. I love you from my heart. I might not lie. You see, that's why I don't have love. The only love song I have there is Same Girl, and it's like connecting to the feeling I had then, because I have the Same Girl remix part one in this album. So it wasn't like I sang it because I was presently in love. I just had to connect to my old feeling to be able to get that. So I don't want to connect to old feeling too much. You can't get plenty love song. That's why you don't have a love song in the album.
Wow, this is a wow. What would it take to actually come learn how to sing like you? Because bro, I'm really impressed. Way more impressed than anyone can imagine. Honestly.
You say what will it take?
Honestly, how much you could go so?
First of all,
yes, sir.
Chop one basin of okra. You say what will it take now?
One basin of okra.
Guy, you know if you sacrifice for your career.
I will try.
I just give you one tax now. You don't do
one basin of okra. Noted.
Now me say if I tell you to do one or two things, so you go make your name come out for this love at this state. You know if you done.
Of course. I know my name come out for this cover. Let it come out another place, not just lover. You and I know very well that. In fact, let me.
I don't go look for that topic before they will begin talk our own.
You know, Port Harcourt, you would barely see, you know, Port Harcourt creative celebrities. There's one thing, they understand discipline, they understand.
Yeah.
I guys give them the flowers. They understand when it's time for something.
Yeah.
And if they want to go crazy, they go make sure say nobody know. You know, go hear him. Whatever. What? How did they use talk him? What happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah,
You
I
know, they carry
swear.
him across. They carry him across anywhere. He did it, he died there. That's just it. So before I let you go,
Yeah.
what is your word of encouragement to, up and coming artists, creatives from different spheres that are in the entertainment sector,
Yeah.
trying to buckle up and get up to stardom, but
Yeah.
don't know how? What is your word of encouragement to them?
Okay. First of all, we didn't know how to, because I believe say if they want to talk about anybody who come from a very low background, we have money, nothing there, I follow. You understand? But inside that situation, inside that environment, we saw outside, you understand, our environment. So first of all, more you have to see yourself outside wherever you are.
True.
Because that's the first key. You understand? I remember I used to imagine that I was talking to 2Face, he was shaking me because I loved him.
Wow.
You understand? I started listening to 2Face from like 99, 2000. You see, when I started playing piano newly. So 2Face was like, God, my I like this guy. And I was like, oh, but one day, me and this guy will sit down.
And you believed it.
You know, I just believed. I didn't know how. You know, when you have that positive
Passion.
mindset and passion to this
Yeah.
thing, you understand, this thing they can't arrange itself, they align.
Face knows how to arrange
You understand?
everything
I didn't know that I was going to make a song. It's just I knew that that song has been in my head before I recorded it. That song has been with me for like 8 years.
Wow.
8 years before I recorded Letter to Two Baba.
Wait, it's already written and you just kept it.
My elder brother is here now. I've had that song for about 8 years.
Wait.
Before I now decided to, oh yeah, this is not the right time to record this song.
You even knew the right time to
Yes.
record and to drop it.
Yes.
This is virtue patient.
Yes. I said, this go be the right time. And then I recorded it.
So you waited 8 years. Let us assume that give or take everything took 10 years.
Yes, if not more. You understand? I've had that song for a very long time because I've loved 2Face since. And all that time I loved him. I had all these words were there. But then no be the right time for me to come record them. So I just waited. When it got to 2017, it was just the perfect time. I saw more hits the song. And then one of the person that solidified it was Idahams. He once came to the studio and then I was playing my songs. And then I played Letter to Baba. Mine looked me say, Baba, no waste time, drop this song. With this song, na boss song. Because people know they express how they feel about people when in their life most times.
And when they don't die.
Yes.
Yeah.
You understand? So you have to be positive and everything will fall in place. Sure. And that positivity has to be very strong. May nothing shaken. You understand? Be positive. Then lastly, young creatives from the south, because me, I define my zone. You understand? Young creatives from the Niger Delta, from the south, man, you guys just need to start forming a bond. Make on they come together. All of on our way on a fish and be Gen Z. More just they come together. If on try them, on our do exploit.
Sure.
So that's my advice.
This is beautiful. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for coming out to share your thoughts on topicalities like this. I mean, these are like informations that you pay heavily for, but you came all out to do it for the love of the culture. I really, really appreciate. And at this junction, I will be joining the curtain close. Follow us up on all social media platforms, especially on YouTube and Facebook at Tepoctv. Until we come your way on the next edition, it's a wrap.